Yo, what's up everyone, LegendBegins here, and we are back with something pretty unique today. You've read the title, you know what's going on. But, we're gonna be playing a very special copy of Super Mario 64, and I could read this sign, but I'll let you see what's going on without it. It isn't important. It just gives you a little piece of information that I'm going to skip for the sake of lore. So, you know, you got the typical infinite staircase. You know, this isn't Bowser's Castle. You see it while playing the game. But, you know, we don't have any stars up here in the top right. So what are we going to do? Well, like any self-respecting Super Mario 64 player, of which I'm not, we're going to try to glitch through by using the backwards long jump glitch, one of the most famous glitches in all of gaming. And I'm playing this on a Nintendo 64 controller. It's USB, and it could actually use a little bit of work, but you know, it's okay. We'll see if this will work for us as I spam the button and hurt my thumbs. I've been trying to get this to work for the better part of 2 or 3 hours. It's been ridiculous. The file that I was using is apparently just like was not compatible with the hack, and I'm like, I don't know why. I'm just using like the actual Super Mario 64 game, so. But you know, we got there, and we'll see if we can BLJ to the back of the staircase by spamming the button and hurting my thumb. And no, we can't. Okay, come on, spam the button. Oh, that was close. That was close. I might just cut. We'll see. You can probably hear my finger just like dying. Come on. Yes. Okay, we got it. I'm like sweating, and I'm not even out of shape. Come on. We're in the back rooms. We have no clipped out of reality, and have now become a part of the. Oh, okay. Out of this alternate universe meme. Let's just see what happens if we touch this guy. Hey, what's up? And we're dead. Okay. I love the ambiance of the back rooms. Like, honestly, the whole liminal space concept, and maybe I'm getting into this thing after the meme has already become kind of cringe. I don't know. I feel like it's not, but I just like liminal spaces. I think it's a cool concept. No escape. And I love looking at the pictures. They feel fun to watch. So, excuse me, that's my excuse. I just enjoy the stuff. As for this, I think it's actually a pretty neat hack that has some of the, they call them entities. And, yeah, just kind of like this infinite... Whoa! That caught me off guard. Just like this infinite array of rooms. So if you're not familiar with the Backrooms concept, the idea is that if you no-clip out of reality like you would a video game in the Source engine, I guess, you get to go to the place called the Backrooms, which is like this infinite span of, like, liminal spaces, where liminal spaces... It's called a transition space. It's kind of where you would it's like places that you go without knowing, like you don't pay attention to them, if that makes sense. This wall is a different color, and I happen to know a little bit about this hack, so this will take us to the next area. The next level of the back rooms. So this is like an underground parking lot. The last one was an office building. And when I say they're based on liminal spaces, it's effectively places that you walk through, but it's not a destination. It's a, what would you call it? It is your route to get to the destination. Kind of like, the back rooms are effectively a set of hallways, more or less. And it's places that you go through, but you don't go to. That's good! I should trademark that. And I just heard something creepy. Oh, it's this guy. I think they're saying, here we go, like Mario does. I'm not gonna let him grab me, because I only have 2 lives, and I'll probably get sent back to level 1 if I do. But now we gotta figure out, how do we no-clip into the next area? Do we go behind here? This is all blind to me at this point, so your guess is as good as mine. No? Nope. Okay. Let's see if we can figure something out here. I could try no clipping again with more backwards long jumps, but I barely pulled off the staircase. I highly doubt that I'm going to have any ability to pull that off again. So let's go ahead and just see if we can find any other miscolored shiny objects. But yeah, I think it's a cool concept. I just like looking at the liminal spaces. It's just kind of like, I always enjoyed those kind of spots when I was a kid. And just seeing them again is kind of nostalgic for me. In a lot of places, it's like, you know, places you've seen in your dreams, or what some people have called them. And they're very much... they're very familiar. I hear a lot of entities. Come on. Come on. Let me through. Where are we going? There's an evil Mario somewhere around here. Oh, hello! Hey, what's up, dude? Where is the exit to this level? If it goes too long without me finding it, I might have to look it up and then cut the episode or something. I would really like not get grabbed by that entity. That would make me feel bad. Anyway, but now that I do have it set up, that being said, we have a lot of ability now to play Super Mario 64 ROM hacks. So if there are any hacks that you are interested in particular, please let me know in the comments so that I can download them. Was that an... Oh, yes! Oh, it's a Boo! Hi! Oh, he runs away when I look at him? No, he does not. Okay, he just chases me when I get close. That's good to know. I have no idea where I am. I've seen the F-pillars before, but I have no idea if those are the same ones or if they're different. Gotta be really careful going around corners, though. Like, supremely careful. And that's why. There's a Boo right there. Let me know in the comments if you see a way out. I will surely read those before I get to the next section. You know, this reminds me a little bit of the old Slender game, Slender the 8 Pages. I should play that for Halloween or something. That game used to scare me to death as a kid. Or I guess, how old was I when it came out? I don't know. Young enough that those things still scared me. These days, video games, they're video games, you know, whatever. They don't carry the same kind of meaning and fear as they once did. I have a lot of problems with horror games, though. Like, most of them, to be frank, they're not fun. And they're not designed to be fun, and I don't like that. I would enjoy fun in my horror games. And I'm sure I'm gonna get some pushback, like, Legend, what do you mean when you say that horror games aren't fun? They're video games, of course they're supposed to be fun. But what I mean is that, like, too oftentimes, the mechanics that make games scary are disjointed with the mechanics that make games fun. Like, for instance, in horror games, I usually can't see anything. And you're like, and you know, you might be like, well, yeah, duh, that's the point. But that's my point too, in that I can't functionally play games very well if I can't see anything. Or alternatively, it's hard to enjoy them when all I have are audio cues, right? Like, I get the whole point, like, oh, you know, you take away some of your senses and therefore it's scarier because you feel helpless. But my perspective is, video games are intended, like, You only have so much interaction with a game to begin with, right? I am pushing buttons on a controller, or in VR, I'm making movements. Is this it? Is this the next area? But yeah, in VR, I'm physically moving. Okay, we're on the lower levels. Hopefully this means an exit is nearby, but that means we also have to be very careful to not get caught. Unless the exit just teleported us, in which case, GG. Because Super Mario 64, such as the Infinite Staircase, does have... Ooh, teleportation! Anyway, ah, yes, level 3. Okay, sick! We are in the next level of the Backrooms, and we've only spent like 5 minutes a pop on them. This is awesome. So yeah, you only have limited control of yourself in video games. And it helps in VR, and I can actually manage a little bit more in VR, oh, vents. Feeling a little bit sus, Mario? Oh, we're already in level 5. Oh, I recognize this image. This one's really cool. It's like this outdoor, like, apartment building or something. Okay, this is just grass. It's not gonna kill me. Let's see if we can... Oh, that's cool. I love this liminal space image. Maybe I'll put it in post-processing. Or not. Depends on how I'm feeling while editing this. But yeah, so you have so, and this is like the 4th time I'm restarting this discussion point. You have only limited control of video games to begin with. Like, for instance, look how much I'm struggling just to move the camera in this game. But when you start taking away some of those senses or abilities to control games, you're almost inherently decreasing the value of the experience. Because a game that's already using, like, all of its possible methods to make itself as immersive as possible, you're kind of cutting off my ability to interact with the game world, and I feel more distant from it in a sense, like not even like in an immersive way, just in the sense of, hey, we're at the top. I should jump over. I just want to get a first-person view. Look how far we've come. Now let's try to not fall. Okay, good. Yeah, you end up cutting off some of your ability to really interact with the game, and it just gets more frustrating than anything. It's like when dealing with bad controls in a video game, you know what I mean? And when you have bad controls, just the whole thing is kind of bad. And so removing senses like that, even though, yeah, sure, it's quote-unquote scarier, you end up with just this limited ability to be a part of the game world. And even in VR, like, VR automatically limits some of your interactive abilities in a sense, because the game can't stop you from moving. And oh, the doors are already open. No, they're not. I thought they were. The game can't stop you from moving in certain ways, right? Like in this, I hit a wall, I stop moving. In VR, I just keep going, right? And so, in a sense, yes, that gives more agency to the player, but in the other, it also limits my ability to be a part of the game world. Let's read this sign. Entrance to the backrooms. The backrooms can also be accessed by backwards long jumping on the endless staircase. Good luck. When I saw that at first, I was afraid I was going to have to play like the entire game to get to the infinite staircase. And we did it! This is the backrooms. We've made it. We did it. We no-clipped in. We no-clipped out. We have conquered the backrooms. Now I just want to see what happens if we get killed by the entities and lose all of our lives. But yeah, so even in VR, I still have that separation between me and the game world itself. And so I feel... Oh, kill me. Thank you. I feel like removing more of those from the player ends up just reducing the fun of the experience. Like, there's this one game that some of my friends really enjoy playing. I don't really remember what it's called that much, but it's like this competitive platforming party game. And when you play it, the goal is to like ruin the platforms for the other players or whatever. But the controls of it for platforming are just not that good, and it makes it more frustrating for me to play than it makes it enjoyable. And so, hello. Let's ground pound you. And so it's like I struggle to enjoy it as much because of those features. And so I think that horror games have a similar problem. I want it to be scary, but not because I can't see. And my metric for what makes a good horror game, for those of you asking, well, what's your solution? If the game, when you strip out all of the horror elements, is still fun to play, then you have a good horror game. If it stops being fun, when it stops being scary, then it's not a good horror game. That's my metric. And let's see what happens. We get a game over.
Game over.
Bo, bo, bo. This scared me, the game over screen when I was a kid. I loved Super Mario 64. Oh, we're getting a little bit of slowdown there. And that's the game. We have escaped the backrooms, both through victory and through death. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a little bit different than my usual content. Let me know if you want to see more of these kinds of games. Let me know in the comments what games you want to see. I appreciate your viewership, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.